22, presented by no one since I don't have a sponsor. And tonight's topic will be female gamers' perspective. Female gamers have been really growing in the community, but again, there has been a lot of backlash around them, and a lot of positives around them too. This topic I mentioned when I wanted to start the show. This is one of the first original topics I had in mind because I felt like they weren't. I haven't really. It just females haven't been present in my side. Like I haven't really met a lot of females in the gaming community, especially on the Xbox side. So I said, okay, let's kind of talk to them. And we have a special guest here today, who is kind of drained out, but said, okay, we'll do it, even if it's 1:40 at night. So introduce
Oh,
yourself
what is that?
again.
So I'm Chloe. I Xbox stream, Xbox game. Have been streaming for the last 7 months now. Played Xbox the last 5 years. But pretty much games my whole life. Yeah, we've got some interesting opinions on females in gaming. I'm telling you that now. It'll be interesting.
So the opening title
Sure.
question, I'm going to ask you again. Now I finally recognize that it's working. How did you first get into playing video games, and what was the first game you ever remember playing?
So I have gamed literally my whole life. I think the first game I ever played was probably about when I was like 4 or 5. Bear in mind I'm 25, so that's like 21 years ago. This weird little noddy game on like our first PC that we got. And honestly, fucking loved it. It was just like this weird thing where you go
Okay.
around the map and you find different. I don't know. It was a kids game. It was a kids noddy game, and it was amazing. That's the first thing I ever remember playing. Yeah, literally the age of like 4 or 5. So it was pretty good.
Now, who kind of introduced you to gaming? Was it just kind of you experiencing it? Like, did any siblings or family members or friends kind of introduce you to video games?
I don't really know. I think I've always been a bit of almost a tomboy in that kind of way, I suppose. I've always kind of done it myself. My brother's a couple of years younger than me, and he games as well. My sister, who's older, doesn't. So if anything, it's been a bit of when we got our first computer and stuff. I think that's when it's kind of started. And then I suppose friends had like a PlayStation when we were younger as well, and we kind of like all played together. I don't really know who, because I was so young, I don't remember who got me into it. But I think I did a lot of gaming, I suppose, yeah, with my brother when I was younger, which probably kind of helped. And now I think I game more than he does, which is really bad.
That's fine.
Literally.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'll kind of answer this question too. I know I kind of want. So I think I first started. I'm 18. College
Yeah.
student. So I think I first started when I was 6 or 5. It was like a Nintendo DS. Those little, all the handable portable devices.
Yeah.
Take it anywhere it works. Played a lot of that. Then I got my first kind of console game with the Wii. I don't think I ever played a Mario Kart game on the Wii, which is shocking. Any kind of Mario.
Whoa, what?
Though I did play a lot of Wii Sports. That was kind of one of the games I played, always with my dad. And then got into the Xbox as a Christmas present when I was, say, 10?
Yeah.
And then I kind of been playing. So I was like 10 years old, and I remember this is what happened. I remember the whole story. So I wanted Xbox for Christmas because I didn't want to play the Wii anymore. And I got head over to my grandparents, relatives, Christmas thing. Happens every year on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
My grandparents pull out a Xbox 360. It's unwrapped. I didn't know what it was. Unwrap it. I say this like in a screech voice. Oh my God, Xbox 360! That's literally what I said, and it was the funniest. I think it was the funniest reaction ever. It was a 4 gigabyte one, so it's not great. And then
But
kind
still.
of the first game, yeah, it's different. And then the first
Mm.
game I ever played was NBA 2K11, which and basketball
Oh
game.
no,
And
basketball.
yeah, it's that was the first one. Then the next day, then on Christmas Day, I got Forza Motorsports 4,
Mm.
and then I kind of switched off. Then got really into Call of Duty, with Modern Warfare 2.
Oh
Although it was
yeah.
not the right time period. It was a great game. And then kind
I,
of just stuck with the Call of Duty series since, and kind of stuck with Xbox since. I never really planned on switching to the PS4 side or PlayStation side ever.
mm.
Hopefully that's the case, but again, we gotta see what the new console's like, especially with it being
Oh yeah.
announced. Yes,
I haven't
no,
looked at it yet. I haven't looked at it. I know I need to.
Thursday. So first, okay, so that's nice opening topic there. First question I ask you.
Mm.
This is kind of talking about it.
Mm.
On your experience, what kind of criticism slash harassments do you encounter when you play video games while being a female gamer? Now, a lot of these questions will kind of be negative based,
Oh
so,
yeah.
but again, there will be some positive ones, so don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I think. Do you mean like as in we when I just play them, or do you mean when I stream them? Like in
We're gonna
general.
kind of, we're, let me see. We're gonna say, we're gonna say for the general population and on your side.
Okay. Because I used to play a lot before I streamed. There's a game called RuneScape, right? Um, it's a little bit of
Never.
like a MMO, I think is what they're called. And
Yep.
I used to play that all the time, and the way that people would treat you because you're a girl is if you do well in the game, they treat you like you've done well because other people have helped you. Because couldn't possibly do well because you're a girl. You can't game. The fuck? Like you're not male. Like what is this? So any game that I have played, and if I do well, because honestly, I'm not that great at games anyway. Um, that's always a comment, and I find that with a lot of girls online as well. Because I'm friends with obviously quite a few female gamers, and they get the same thing. Um, and it's also like I don't know. It's just literally like you can't do anything for yourself. If you've got anywhere in a game, like in rankings and stuff like that, it's because a guy carried you. If you have good things in a game, somebody bought them for you. You didn't game yourself. What the fuck? That means you'd be too good. Um, I think that resonates into streaming as well. Because female streamers, obviously, there's a massive stigma around them anyway. Because you've got people like Alinity, for example. She streams. She might stream games, but she's also a bit of an asshole. Um, so you you have to fight against people like that who are trying to prove that, like streaming is like just for girls who I don't know, like get their tits out or basically go for followers and stuff for looks and shit like that. Um, it kind of all links in one. It all links in one for me. Um, so it's
I
it's not
think
it's not easy. Go on.
I'll probably guess so. I think on kind of my side,
Mm,
it's kind of similar thing. I think just kind of, I don't know. It's just kind of hard because maybe it hasn't really happened recently because I haven't really been playing with a lot of females. I think I don't,
mm,
you know, that's kind of a hard thing because again, I usually play by myself,
yeah,
so I really don't really kind of do any social. Only time I really play, I only play with like only talk to my friends,
yeah,
who are kind of know in real life. So it's kind of really hard to kind of diverse yourself with that. But I think
yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of abuse. Just kind of really not. You're just a girl. That's it. You're not talented. You can't fight me. There's just a lot of
yeah,
territorial grounds. Wanting power kind of
yeah,
situations. If that makes any sense.
yeah. No, no, definitely. Because I
Um.
used to go on.
Oh no, that's fine. No, it's fine.
I was gonna say when I used to like game in school, I would never tell people that I was gaming. I would always like when I hear people talking about games, like all the guys, I would never say anything. I was too scared they'd like think I was weird because I was playing. But actually, I look back now and I think actually if I told them I'd have been so cool. Like, what was I doing? Saying nothing. Um,
Well, it's been easier now because of like the blow up of a lot of Twitch streamers who are females, and it's
yeah,
kind of being, but again, it's still kind of hard with it.
yeah, it's true. I mean, there are some people from my who follow me now and who have been following me for quite a while, who are people I knew from school. Um, Although I don't really advertise it on like personal social media stuff like Facebook because that's what like everyone had when I was younger. I've got it on like Twitter and stuff, obviously, but I still kind of hide it, I suppose. Like my colleagues at work know that I game, and my family do, obviously. But I don't tell people from like school, like my like the girls I grew up with and stuff. I won't tell them. I just think it's weird. They just don't get it. I think that's the problem because it's so rare to be a female gamer. When you tell other girls, it's just like it's weird. It's odd. Like they don't get
You
it. They
just
don't
feel
understand.
out of group, like you don't feel like you're with them, or like you don't
Yeah, like it.
feel like the other ones,
Yeah, like you can talk about
or
it,
like the common
but
population.
yeah, basically, they just won't get what you're saying. Like, oh my god, like this happened to me last night, or like, oh yeah, I met like some guy in a game the other day. Why'd you meet a guy for a game? Like, what are you doing? Well, it's a normal thing to do now. The amount of friends and stuff I've made through gaming is ridiculous. And yes, the majority are guys because there's not many female gamers, which sucks. But never mind. We'll deal with them. Yeah.
Again, it's hopefully it kind of, again, there's a lot of criticism with the hate, just being talented and all that.
Mm.
People just maybe don't have a lot of trust in them. Again,
Yeah.
it's hard, especially with how the world is set up today. It's just really, we don't know what's going to happen. But again, maybe with the increased amounts, there's going to be a lot more respect. And,
Yeah.
the worry is they worry about the voice. Everybody wants to hear that voice. Um, Want to believe it. I don't know how can I want to go off that. So next question, do you
So,
remember any situations where you felt like you were being harassed by a douchebag guys? That's kind of
all
how I
the
want to
time.
explain this.
All the time.
But do you remember any specific situations that you felt like was too much?
To I am compared to most, I say most, compared to a lot of girls, I'm very chill. Um, so if I get harassed by people, I'll just laugh at them. I'll be like, I'll be having a nice little joke with them. I'll fucking join in. Like, do you know what I mean? So if they start being an asshole, I'm kind of the person just to be like, yeah, but like, I don't give two shits to be honest. Because that's just it's who I am. It's my personality completely. It's that I just don't care. Um,
So you just try to shock them.
they want a reaction out of you. Why am I going to give you a reaction? Like, if you say, oh, like, fuck me. Alright, yeah, sure, when, where? Like, how soon? Like, is it going to be good? Like, so, I don't give them the response that they're expecting, which is like, if it's in stream, is it Swift ban? Or like, oh yeah, fuck off, you're a knob. Like, literally my reaction is, okay, sure. Like, I think that's... So I don't really get, like, harassment properly. DMs and stuff I have, like, Discord, I think if you're a girl in Discord and you're in a fucking gaming server and you just get a million people just DM you. Like, if you have a picture
What
as
have
a
you been kind
girl.
of been called by those DMs? Like, what was kind of the worst thing you ever kind of seen sent to you? Kind of
Oh,
with the harassment side.
it's
And you can explain it specific.
in a sexual way, it's the videos, the wanking videos, what they're gonna do to you. Like, why? Why do I need that? I don't. Did I ask you? Do I know who you are? Have you spoken to me? No, you haven't. Why are you sending that to me? Like, what are you doing? I don't get it. Um, and then like, I don't really get hate as much. It's more the the sexual shit that I'll get. Like, although I think if I do get any hate, it's usually in stream, and it's usually like literally it's not about the gameplay as such. It's about the actual streaming itself. Like I'm only doing well, like you're shit at the game. The only reason you do well is because you're um you're a girl, you've got tits. I'm like, well, not really, but okay, thanks. But again, I don't. I think I'm very lucky in my personality and how I am that I don't get fucked. I just don't get harassed as much as other people do. But I know there's like, I used to be in the RuneScape community quite a long time, and it's mainly on Twitter. And oh my god, there are so many toxic shits on there. And you see like if you're active on social media and you game, and you're in like a community of people, and you're half decent looking, or you post like maybe like something a little bit provocative, or you say something a little bit wrong, instantly people come after you. There's going to be shit spoken about you. Like, it can get very toxic. And I've seen so many people just like leave that community because they're getting harassed by, usually yes, guys who be sat at home doing nothing, or the classic, fedora, neckbeard kind of guy. Because some of them are literally, some of them are literally like that. But it's the same thing. So literally, I think, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. The point
Has
is,
it,
I don't
I,
really get harassed.
kind of has any of your friends who are kind of you game with a lot, not
Mm,
who are female, not really on the guy's side because that's not really one I'm asking, but
yeah.
have they kind of had any experiences? Well,
Um,
like,
I think some people have. I don't. I just don't think really. I don't think girls talk about it much. I think we're just so used to it that it's more like, oh mate, he's a fucking asshole. It's like, why? I was just being a dick. Like, say more shit. I don't think people really go into it. I don't think you'd like to admit when people are like harassing you, and I think there are some girls. You've got two types of gamers, okay? For female, but main types obviously you do have different in between. But you've got the ones who game and love the attention, specifically from like females and stuff. And then you've got the ones who game and are actually just doing it for fun, who are just doing it to chill. So the ones that want attention, they are the ones who then complain about, oh, so and so said this to me, and they're being an asshole, etc., etc. And then you've got the people who, like me, just there to chill. Like, don't bring drama into my life. Why are you doing it? Like, um, so I don't really play with the ones who want attention. They're not my kind of crowd. So I probably through playing and streaming, I've maybe met like who I call friends and stuff. 20 girls, maybe 30, but half of them are fucking bitches. Like literally, because they're some of the girls who are doing it for attention. So if they complain about stuff, I just wouldn't listen to them. I don't know if that answered your question or not, but I went off on a
no,
rant.
that's fine, that's fine. I got a situation. So this again, I don't really remember a lot of it. I know like two situations that happened. But that would be asked for a different question, so I'll just ask because I have my
Yeah,
questions up for that.
yeah.
But I remember playing Rainbow Six Siege. I joined this the name is Toxic Shorty. I don't think she was seeking attention.
Yeah.
And I play ranked game. I said, okay, we're just gonna play ranked, just gonna do like normal game. And I remember a guy calling him, oh, you just and I remember again, this is not gonna look impressive. This is not impressive. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't look dramatic, but oh, you can't. Come on, you're just a girl. I was like, you can't fight. And then I left the party because I didn't want to deal with it. Now I was a dickhead in it,
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So after the game, like after playing mid round, she said that I left the
Mm.
party just because I didn't want to deal with that toxicity. So I
No.
left,
Yeah.
and then I messaged her back, hey, that guy was a dick. Hey. And then she joined the party again, explained the
Mm.
situation, and said, oh, that's okay, I just trash talked him back, and he just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, literally.
So
I
it's
think.
nice people are kind of fighting back,
Mm.
but I think just kind of keeping it a secret, that's just kind of the scary part about it.
Mm.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't
Yeah.
think it's the best idea to kind of keep something something like that abuse kind of secretive, because you're just gonna have it kind of grow on you. I think it should just kind of be shared upon and just kind of more open. I don't know how I want to say this, but
Mm.
just kind of be more shared upon.
Yeah, it's like if somebody's doing a shit to you, fucking let people know. Don't say anything. Yeah.
At least kind of explain the
Like
situation,
that.
maybe just so you know what to expect for that next guy, or if that happens again, you just know what to do.
Yeah.
Or if
I've
it makes
just
any sense.
I just think you have to be a certain type of girl to actually be a gamer, like rather than a fake one. Um, so you've got to be able to roll with people being dicks. Being a girl gamer, literally, you expect it. If you don't expect it, you're gonna have a fucking hard ass time. Um, Even just doing like random games and stuff. Like if you go into a game and you just feel randomly, whether it's fucking COD, like fucking um, Fortnite, RuneScape, anything. If you go and meet random people in the game and you're a girl, one of the first comments is, "Oh my god, you're a girl." Yeah, I found I'm a fucking girl. Like, what about it? Like, what's so great about me
You
being
just
female?
don't. They treat you different.
Yeah, literally, they treat you different. They like get stuff for you. I'm like, why can't you just let me like fucking carry myself? Like, let me fucking be the good one. Because of course, again, it goes back to the first point. We need help doing things. Because we can't do it ourselves. That kind of shit. So it's, I don't know.
Next
I
question I
think
have
it
for you
winds me up.
is.
Yeah.
No, sorry. You continue. Now I
No,
ask
no,
you.
no, no. It's okay.
I'll just make sure. Um. Sorry. Have you thought of ever quitting streaming or playing video games because of the harassment, or like any point, just like maybe just for a couple of minutes you thought about it?
I never thought about quitting. No. Um. Again, I think that is because of how I deal with people. I think I know there have been people that have thought about quitting. Yeah. And to be like, look, I'm not. This shit I'm getting is too ridiculous. Or like there's been times I've been in a stream and the trolling, whatever, abuse, it's gone a little bit too toxic. I'm just been like, look, I'm just gonna end stream. I'm going. I'll see you guys tomorrow because it can take its toll on you sometimes. Um, just the constant like pretending everything's like chill, like getting annoyed at it, like because most of the time I don't get annoyed, but I think it gets to a point where I'm like, actually, like I literally just need to. I don't know.
Take a chill. I want to say
Yeah,
chill
like
pill because that's kind of like towards like angry people, but that's kind of like just need to take a chill pill, like to the
yeah,
angry part.
like
Makes sense.
today we have like today I think I had just quite a few people just saying like you're only like literally the only reason you get viewers and shit is because you're a girl. The only reason that you're so shit at the game, like you're crap, you're a female. Everything's about like you're a girl, you're shit. And although like in the stream I'm like, mate, you're literally an asshole, just fuck off. I literally don't give two shits. I ended the stream and I was just like, I'm so trained. I'm so trained from that. And I never ever end streaming like that or like finish like a day of gaming feeling that way. So it's quite mentally draining if it comes at you constantly. Um, which is it's so shit. It's so shit. Especially when you're doing something you enjoy, to then come away like feeling like, oh my god, like I'm tired. Like, why am I tired? I shouldn't be tired. So I think when if you're somebody who doesn't have somebody to like support them and stuff, whether it's on stream or off stream, or in your games, or just like if you're a girl with no support but you do game, you probably have quite a tough time. Like legit.
It's probably the same thing for those big streamers.
Oh yeah,
When they
I don't know how people who have like getting in like hundreds of views a stream are doing it, especially girls. Like I really don't, because the amount of abuse and like bullshit comments they must be getting every day. It's just like how and why are you surviving that? Because I just can't do it. Just can't.
Now, next question I'm going to ask is kind of something I came up just a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do some real life situations, and again, this is I'm going to kind of ask you this. In real life, it's your choice to answer this question because it's kind of really personal. This is kind of could involve people that may be seeing this in the future, and their name is going to be exposed. Whatever the chance is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me find it. But has there been any sexual / physical abuse that has happened to you in real life, in your lifetime? Or
Yeah.
verbal abuse in real setting, not gaming setting?
Like there's not abuse. There have been people who have in the past taken advantage of me. But not like abuse, I suppose, as you'd really think about it. No.
Well, you can actually explain the taking advantage portion again.
So, okay, so there was one time actually, I only forgot, I thought about this until recently actually. I was at a party with my ex, and some asshole guy that he worked with, he fucking worked with me every day. Literally, like, we were just, I think everyone was really drunk in this house, and he started just stick his hands where they wouldn't have wanted. I thought it was my ex, of course. So, just kind of let it happen, as you would. Turns out it wasn't. And this guy is literally just like, just been a fucking asshole. Like, you don't do that to people. And he literally just, when you catch his eye, he just smiles at you. It's like, I'm sorry, but what the fuck? No, like, just no. Like, I just don't get it. And then the worst one is this guy who's 6 years older than me. He took advantage of me for how young I was and how naive I suppose I was. Just really bad. And I got into, I didn't help myself, but I did get into a situation that I couldn't really get out of. I was essentially blackmailed to keep doing it. Admittedly, a slip of good decisions from my end at the beginning, but then, yeah, I couldn't get myself out of it. I couldn't. There was just no way. So yeah, yeah.
Do you
There's
feel
that,
you
isn't it?
still kind of feel scarred by I don't know, scarred by those moments?
The first one I completely forgot about, to be honest. The second one, I am still around him, so yes, and it comes up all the time. The problem is now he'll always get comments about it, and try to get it to start up again. I'm just like, I can't. No. Like, I've changed as a person. Like, I don't want that. And I told him before, I was like, literally, you took advantage of me. You blackmailed me. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. He just could not see that. He could not see it at all. I was just like, no. So it is very difficult to then try and change that whole dynamic. So I went away for a few years and I came back. So the whole dynamic did change. I grew up and I fucking realised a lot of shit. about myself, I suppose, who I am, and all the crap I shouldn't have been doing. Because to be fair, within that time, I got into gaming more from leaving and stuff. So, um, yeah, it got very different in my life compared to how it was when I was there before.
Let me kind of ask you this. So
Mm.
you said kind of how did you and your ex-boyfriend kind of broke up, which kind of led to that situation, and also kind of have you
Mm.
been I don't know how I want to say this, but been
Mm.
trying to get with guys ever since that situation? If that
Um.
makes any sense,
Yeah. Yeah. So.
without sounding wrong.
Mm, no, it's alright. So me and my ex were together for 7 years. So I basically grew up with him essentially. Um, so we got together at 16. Broke up when I was 23. Yeah, 23. And I think we'd be going through like we lived together for about 3 years. Um, we had been not going through like shit, but like we just kind of weren't really spending time together. Um, he was always busy with work. I started gaming more, and yeah, I think we just kind of both became very different people, as you do when you grow up. The whole like first love shit, it is real, um, and so yeah, we just kind of became different people, and to try and fix it, of course, classic man. Oh, it's alright. I'll just ask her to marry me because that'll do it. That'll fix it. So I got engaged. Um, Genius idea. Definitely didn't waste money on that. And then 3 months later, he went abroad. He was doing like a management program or something. And there's this one girl I knew he was close with. They got on along. Decided, just to casually cheat on her. Or cheat on me with her. Out in France. You should know why the fuck not. And he came back, continued that. But I had no idea at this point, of course. But we hadn't, had sex for about 6 weeks, and I was like, well, what's going on? Clearly, there's issues. I don't really feel like I love you anymore, and it's just getting very like not. It's not chill with it. Like, what's going on? Um, and then yeah, because I got more into gaming, he got more into like going out, like being with like friends and family, like not family, but like friends and like work colleagues and stuff. And so he's very different to me. And I said to him, I was like, I don't like the man you become. Like, I don't like it. Like, just become something different, please. And just go back to how you were. Then I realised that I have changed so much. Um, so yeah, that's how that ended. I found out, I broke up with him. Literally found out he cheated on me straight away. Um, and then after that, I kind of, because I'd met more and more guys through, gaming, I kind of became what I call and other people call a bit of an e-whore. Um, so there's things, I've done that I'm not proud of, which I can't, like, yeah, I'm probably going to come bite me in the ass one day, but it's what I needed at the time. And I think I think I didn't really meet people for like 6 months or so. I was still, pretty fucked up after everything happened. And then probably from like the New Year onwards, we broke up in June. I don't even fucking know anymore. I've bloody lost track of time. Um, no, it was July. I think. Yeah, so it was July. It was actually before his birthday, fucking asshole. And I pretty much spent from that July until January next year, just of course, not getting over it because once somebody cheats, you can't get over it, I suppose. It affects everything from your, like, every relationship you have. It's going to affect how you're going to be in it. Um, so I started gaming more. I started spending time with my online friends, all that kind of shit. I found so good. It was nice to get distracted and just to feel like at least somebody wanted to spend time with me, which is quite nice. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then nowadays, because I mean, there was a time where I was like, going on dates with people and stuff, and it was okay, but the people I've connected with most of the people I've met through gaming and met up that way, um, because I've met so many lovely people, so many, and I've probably been a dick to half of them, um, because of I just don't trust men. So,
Reasonable.
pardon?
That's reasonable.
Yeah,
Did you don't trust
literally.
like a lot of men?
Yeah, so I probably have done the girl thing and taken advantage of men um, online. I mean, it's not a myth. It isn't. Um, but since streaming and getting to know people like properly, not just like I don't know. Like I think the problem is people come in and they expect you to just automatically start flirting with them and stuff. And there's some people that you click with, and there's some people you don't. Um, I do think honestly that I mean it's been oh god, it's been fucking 2.5 years that I've been broken up with him now, and I don't think I've really met somebody who is quite right for me. And I'm so
So you
specific
plan
on
just to stay
who.
single for a while?
Um,
Just curious.
I don't know. I mean, if I just don't have time at the moment. There's this one guy that I've been trying to meet up with. Like, I've met him once, and he's been talking to you for like the past 2 years, which is ridiculous. And yeah, I keep meaning to, and I just got no time, just no time. And
Reasonable.
yeah, I think I don't know, but he's also not right. I'm so specific with what I'm looking for, and I need somebody who understands gaming. I need somebody who understands streaming and knows that that is such a big thing for me. I'm not gonna fucking. I've got a schedule. It's my second job. Like you can't tell me, oh yeah, come out tomorrow. Let's go do something. I'm like, no, darling. I need notice in advance of going out and doing something. I think you have to realise. I don't think people really.
Actually,
Yeah, go on.
can I finish that sentence and then I'll explain. We can do that near the end, where you can explain what type of guy you want. Because we got other
Oh God.
questions. I'm sorry to disrupt, but that's okay. If you want to,
Okay.
okay, that's your choice. But I
Yeah.
just kind of, we gotta have to keep moving forward. But you can finish this the thing you're about saying before we get next
Honestly,
question.
I've lost it. I've forgotten. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
sorry. I
lie.
just kind of
No, no,
really.
no. It's alright. It's
Uh,
alright.
it's nice description. Explain the love life that's happening, which is cool in
Yeah.
your situation with your ex-boyfriend. But it's hey, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's more I gotta know.
Hmm.
But next question after
Sorry,
you
I like talk
is,
quite a lot.
what do you?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's perfect. Longer show, the better. What do you kind of think of the
Mm.
peop? What do you kind of think of the people players creating looking for group posts that the person wants to have an Xbox boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever the case it is, and also can I just add this? Even the players who catfish through profile pictures of females or through gamer tag names.
Yeah. I honestly I think they're fucking hilarious. Like I know why guys do it. Um, I think it's so funny. There's one guy on my stream who comes in, and he pretends that he's like some girl called Rebecca. And honestly, the amount of people who come in and be like, oh my god, what's their Instagram? Or like, oh yeah, can you be my Fortnite girlfriend? And it's like, no, darling, what? What? Because where I am older, like the kids and stuff, like the ones who are like literally like 12, 13, whatever. They think it's cool. Oh yeah, I've got 4 like girlfriends. I'm like, no, you don't, darling. You really don't. Um, but then again, I do have a boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, bit on the side, and a sugar daddy in my stream. Um, so I think if people are doing it seriously, I suppose it's e-dating, isn't it? Really, that's what it is. It's e-dating through games. Which, to be fair, probably I wouldn't put that label on it, but I probably have kind of done it. As a thing, I suppose. Never seriously though. Yeah, I suppose it really depends how. If you're taking it properly seriously, there are people I know who have met through gaming and now they're literally like married and stuff, and I think it's so cute.
Symphony Brook.
Oh really? Did they
That's
meet through gaming?
probably one example I'm gonna guess.
Oh, well, I didn't even know that. To be fair, I mean like actual people that I've met through like mainly through the RuneScape community. I've been in that for a few years.
Well, that's the most recent one I know. Probably guessing.
Oh,
There's a lot
yeah,
of people
especially.
who do that.
Yeah, I think it's a really cute thing because you've got something in common and all that kind of stuff. But if you're trying to like e-date when you're younger, it's not going to happen, is it? It's
No.
not going to be a real thing. Like when you're older, but as long as always have the intention to meet up and actually make it something, I think it's good. Like there's such a potential there. So yeah, that's fine. I do think it's good.
Explain my side.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I'm gonna kind of go. This is kind of what topic I'm gonna kind of heavily talk about. First thing when I kind of think of those posts, it's just funny because there's no way you can have an Xbox girlfriend or boyfriend. Because I'm sorry, you cannot do an Xbox. There's no way you can do it for a living for your post. That is not how you do that. You know, maybe there's a rare kind, maybe there's one or two, but there's no way that's possible. Come on.
Yeah.
You guys live in unless you meet someone who lives in the same state, basically, luckily. But there's no way you're gonna flirt like that. It doesn't work. If I was gonna date a girl or female, like if I was gonna meet a female, I would not meet for Xbox. You know,
I think
maybe they play, that's nice, but I would never do it. I would not even try Tinder.
I'm banned
I
from
would just
Tinder.
do it. Nice job. Hey, sir, at least you did some solution.
Yeah.
But I think it's just kind of horrible. I don't know. It's just funny. There's just a lot of little kids do it.
Yeah, I
two
think
kind of
the kids
stories
who do
of-
it, it's cringe. It's cringe as fuck. But I think
Yeah,
if you're
they just do
older,
it for fuck.
I think when you call it your Xbox girlfriend, your Xbox boyfriend, I think that is a kid's thing. It is a young thing, and they do it, and it's not real. And I think, provided you understand that, it's like it's just kids, just being kids in it. You know, you've got a bit of attention for a girl. Oh yeah, you're my Xbox girlfriend, cute. But I think when you get older, you wouldn't call them your Xbox girlfriend. You say you're kind of talking to them, right? Or you're like they become your actual girlfriend or your actual boyfriend. It's not all Xbox related, or like fucking Discord related or fucking Twitter related. Like, do you know what I mean?
funny.
So it's I think provided you understand that, it's chill. Like,
So also I kind of like I'm gonna kind of talk about catfishing. I'll talk about stories, but I think the catfishing thing is funny because to be honest, if you post a picture as Summer Rae, that you know that's. But sometimes actually people trying to fool each other actually because it matters of how much you know of the you know female personalities, like the female stream personalities, anyone who is actually social media popular, you might know the person. Like Summer Rae, that's not believable. I don't think you know no one's gonna believe that because she's popular. You know, if you know the person, but like some people actually put females who I don't think I even know. Like I don't think I know. Like,
no.
It's just probably maybe they do it for like social media. They just crop out a picture of the face. You know, that's a you know. That's creative, you know. It could fool a lot of people. It could fool someone like me. But it's just funny. I also met someone with the gamer tag Megan, and you know, I tried this once, so I said, "Oh, sweet." You know, I'm gonna be honest. I tried it once,
How
and
did
it
it
was
go?
just absolutely funny. It was a guy. It was a guy who had the game tag Megan,
Yeah.
and
I think
I was
it's,
like, what the fuck?
yeah. Like, especially with, it's so easy to pretend to be somebody else. It's so easy to pretend to be a girl. I can go and pretend to be a fucking guy. Do you know what I mean? So like, I think if you're doing it specifically through Xbox, for example, that's fucked up. If you're doing it through like social media and you can confirm who they are and stuff, um, it's more. Like, provided you can call with them, it's fine. Because I suppose you can kind of verify who they are. But again, that comes when you're older, not when you're younger. Because if I was like 14 and stuff doing online, I would not have like had a full like fucking girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Like, no.
You
But
don't even have a car.
huh? Yeah, like literally.
You don't
Like,
even have a car.
oh yeah, I've the amount of like kids. Like, oh, I've got a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, who's your girlfriend? They sent me a picture. I'm like, that's not your girlfriend, darling. But okay, okay. I'm sure she's your girlfriend. I'm sure if I reverse image search that, there won't be a million pictures of her on Google Images. Okay. So I do think it's quite funny. So I do see the kids like, because I obviously get quite a lot of young people in. I do see them being like, oh yeah, I've got a girlfriend. Oh my god, she lives in America, and obviously I'm an EU streamer, so
Yeah, that
yeah,
does
it's
happen.
quite funny.
Actually, from looking for group post standpoint, I was playing a
Mm.
variety game, video games. I
Yeah,
played GTA 5 once. I was gonna do Pacific
yeah,
Heist, and this was kind of one of the most disrespectful things ever. So, I joined this
yeah.
course. Okay, Pacific Heist, Standard Heist finale. I was finale. It's like, okay, I'm getting paid. And one thing it
Mm.
said in the description, females only. It was a guy hosting, and it was some like kid with like a squeaky nerdy. Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
disrespectful. So it was some kid who was, I think, maybe probably 15, 16. He had like a nerdy voice. I don't remember his game tag, but if I find it on the
Mm.
blacklist, I will expose it. Um, but that
Mm.
happened, and it was so we got the 4 spots, and
Mm.
get the 4 spots already filled up, and then he notices, oh, there's a female, and
Yeah.
then he invites the female to the party, and then kicks some kid who was there beforehand,
Ooh.
and then boom, kicks him, and it was like, oh my god, you kidding me?
So
That
awkward.
was just more. That was the most disrespectful thing ever, because if it's looking for group posts, first come first serve. Doesn't matter if it's a female or not. In that case,
Yeah.
but first thing, you shouldn't be doing that, because you're not gonna find females who are gonna do a heist finale with you, just like that. If they know it's a guy, so that
Really.
happens.
Oh,
And I
I
just
don't
blocked the
like.
kid right after.
God. See, I don't think when I used to play, unless it was like an online game, like, oh my god, Habbo Hotel, fucking hilarious. Um, or shit like that. I wouldn't ever play it. Like, so if I was playing Call of Duty, if I played online, I would never talk. So before I started streaming, I wouldn't talk to people. Before I started like using Discord like for things like RuneScape and stuff, I didn't talk to people at all. So people would tell by the name that you're a girl, but they would never tell by the voice. Um, and I think I lost my train of thought, to be fair. But I don't know. I think I always got too scared that I was going to be judged as a girl and taken advantage of that way. I didn't like it ever. Like, I never tried to use being a girl to my advantage. Um,
That
believe
happens
it
a
or
lot,
not.
do you think, with the looking for group posts? Because again, it helps if you put that in the description. A lot of times, like just for something that's kind of difficult, even there's some who actually are girls, and they promote it, but there's some who aren't. They just kind of use it so they get people really quickly, get horny boys a quick
Oh, loads of them.
into the
Loads
look
of
at you.
them.
That's kind of how I want to say it.
So funny
Um,
though.
get them interested. So it's just kind of a quicker process, and that's kind of what they use it. But again, that's if you want to do it, just try to don't make it too different.
Yeah.
or don't make it too awkward for if there was a chance that a female was gonna look at that.
Yeah.
But again, that's happening. Next question I have for you is: have you
Yeah.
been a part of any female-based gaming community and explain the experience?
No. I avoid all female gaming anything because honestly, females are bitches. Sorry, you have to be a very specific type of female to get along with me. Because I'm not fake. I think a lot of females who do game or pretend to game are fake as fuck. I can't deal with them. So I get on with guys more. I always have done. Um, yeah, I think there are great communities for girls out there who all game together. Brilliant, love it. Not for me. They're just not for me. Like I think
It's common for a lot of people.
What
I think
the
it's common for a lot of them to have those communities, but again, it's really off hit. It's like really hidden. Like you're not gonna really find it. Like it's a rare patch where you kind of find those,
yeah.
like not those 10-person communities, like 10 or 100, like in the thousands.
Mm,
Like those are kind of rare.
yeah. I mean, I've never really been a social gamer up until the last
So did you start
three,
streaming?
4 years. No, because when I started playing RuneScape, I started doing more social stuff. My friends got me into Discord and we'd like start having calls and stuff, and we all played together. Then when Fortnite, he was the one who got me into Fortnite actually last January. So ever since then, that's when I've started being social. So I've never really been like, um, I don't know. I suppose growing up, being younger, not really getting into scenes until I was like 22. I've never had like the desire, I suppose, to join anything female related or like little gangs and groups. Like, if I do anything in a community, honestly, it's mainly guys because they do understand like how it is and like how things are run, that kind of stuff. So it gives me nice
Actually,
insight into how men are.
I kind of, when you kind of talk about different females, I actually
Mm,
messed up the question order because I had it questions order. I kind of go down and you actually
mm.
went perfectly with what I was about to talk about. But do
Yeah,
you
cool.
think females in
Yeah.
Xbox don't act how they are in don't act how they act? Wait, I'm gonna sorry, my speech is
So
off.
like how they act in real
Do you think
life.
yeah, due to amount of pressure from guys, especially for thirsty ones?
Um, yeah. I think girls who game will act a different way in games in real life. You will get, as I said before, you get the fake ones who they'll flirt with everyone. They'll do the flutter your eyelashes, looking. Oh yeah, that's so amazing. Give me that. Give me this. Like carry me. I'm a fat girl. I can't fucking help myself. Then you get people who are like, don't know, like you're a knob. Fuck off. Um, and I, I think in any way, any female will take advantage of men, even the good ones, even me. Um, I think because you can get it. Like one of my mods who he is proper little sweetie. He knows who he is. Um, he is literally so lovely, and I may take advantage of him a little bit. When it comes to like oh, that's a really nice Christmas skin there. Thanks, Axe. Really appreciate that. And like nothing's coming away yet, but oh, it'll be in there very soon. Be in there very very soon. I think that's mainly because I'm a streamer though. At the same time, um, but I think the fact that he knows it and it's more of a cheeky little thing, um, is okay. Like I'd be more than like happy to like get things myself. Um, but if somebody else can do it for you, like I don't know. I think
No.
Again, I don't think I answered your
Okay.
question at all. I think I went off on like, a different tangent, like I usually do, but
That's fine.
I don't know. I don't know at all. But yeah, no, I think
I didn't think I was gonna hear I take advantage of
not taking no,
this
no, not taking
specific.
advantage of. I think I probably phrased
So
that quite badly. I think it's more like
beef
you know when you can you know when
super friend.
you know you can you know there's somebody who will help you out, I suppose, with things. Um, but like he literally knows. He literally knows. He it's like oh my god, I can't. He knows who he is, and like we are so close. Like if he needed anything, he know that I would be there for him essentially. Um, and we play together all the time. Like he's one of my mods in the chat, so he's literally like we're really good friends. Um, so he knows. Yeah, it's not taken advantage of, but like this is what right okay. This is one fucking asshole guy who came into my chat before, who was like, look, I will gift you subs and I will donate you money. All you have to do is have sex with me on Discord in a video call. And I was like, what? Excuse me, what? No. So obviously I was like, oh, you know, maybe, yeah, but like, what about Snapchat? Because Snapchat's much better, right? So I just kept him going, right? He's like, oh no, don't use that. I'm like, oh, it's a shame, isn't it? I said it's not gonna happen. So I kept obviously on that point because I wouldn't go for it. But the thing is, like, within that time, he did gift a few subs. He gave him money, right? Not fuckloads. But I know he had that. Um, and I kept going. I was never gonna do it. I was never gonna do it. But I'm like, how far can I push it to take advantage? Because that guy, yes, I was gonna take the fucking advantage of him. He was a fucking slimy, fucking bastard, fucking 40-year-old Scottish man, 40, right? He was like, yeah, like I do it to loads of streamers and like people from the chat. I'm like, excuse me, what? You go into his chat and you find girls that are over 18, yeah, and you're telling them that you'll have sex with them on Discord for money. That's basically prostitution, babe. So of course, me being me, took advantage, and then was like, mate, you're actually twat. Like, literally, please stop. And I kept being like, no, it's not gonna happen. And he coming back like, I know you want to. I'm like, no, I fucking don't. I fucking don't. You fucking kidding me? So then I exposed him and told I banned him for everything, and I literally like told everyone like, look, if he fucking comes to your chat, kick him, kick him. He's a creep. He's an actual creep. So everyone knows him now. He's quite infamous in the chat. And everyone will avoid him. But the problem is he's quite a regular in one of my good streamers' friends, I
Yeah, I
guess.
get it.
He came in,
Yeah.
like I modded his stream, and he came in the other day in like a rage, and I was like, oh, this is awkward. I was like, can we ban him, please? This is before I was mod, and he didn't. I was fuming, absolutely fuming. But I see him around
So you
every now and
think,
again. Just, you know,
so you
yeah,
think
go
a
on.
lot of the pressure kind of leads up to those females kind of acting kind of. This is gonna sound like an awkward word, but
Mm,
in a professional manner, like I'm gonna say this compared to a job,
mm.
strippers. It might sound like an odd word. I'm gonna explain it. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's to you, but they
Mm.
do it like they act like like the females try to like get,
Girls.
how guys get their over naked stuff. In
Yeah.
quotations, that's how I'm gonna say it.
Oh, 100%.
So
Like the rise of OnlyFans among female gamers is ridiculous. So shit like that. Like if you can make money from fucking selling your boobs like, to these horny fucking kids, of course you're gonna fucking do it. Like why the fuck not? Like, I think if you ask a girl, oh my god, if you ask a girl like to do that shit, I suppose like it's gonna like, or if they've asked if they've done it before. People who say no and on social media are probably lying to you. Um, and everyone would have considered it, especially if they are, in the streaming community, if they are active on social media, Instagram and shit. They have done it. They have done it, and I'm not even fucking lying to you. Because it's taking, again, it's not taking advantage in a bad way. It's taking advantage of the horny, lonely men, who don't get out. They don't see girls. But you're helping your bank account. You're helping them. Like, as long as you don't find it weird, like.
They're not acting normal. You're trying to, you know, guys are doing too much to impress someone that they have no chance of, which kind of causes more of a problem for the female streamer who thinks, wow, this is how I get viewers. I have to do too much to, I have to do not, I have to do beyond my normal beliefs, my normal standards to make this a reality. Or, make friends and not get disrespected.
I think
It makes sense.
No, the problem is when girls do that is it then gives a stigma of every female gamer will get the assumption that they do that. I know I just said, like, literally if you're active then you've done it. But like
Sure.
the whole rise of the Twitch streamer and OnlyFans shit, like, it's, I don't know. It's literally just how it is. Like, everyone's definitely considered it. Like, definitely. I don't know. I have so many different opinions about this whole thing because, like, if you're
That's fine.
if you're
Oh,
creating a new game, just fucking do it. Just literally sell your fucking
Sell your
nudes.
body.
Just do it. Yeah, literally, just do it. Because what's the worst that's gonna fucking happen? Like, if you're making enough money from fucking, like, no, actually, no, chill. If you're giving it for free anyway, sell it for money. So if you're happy doing it all the time, just randomly, to like random guys, because that's the way the internet works, sell it. Fucking market that shit. And I think that's where female gamers now, on social media, are fucking, they are making a fucking goddamn bomb. Admittedly, if you're one of the, the girls who are kind of not on the pretty side, I suppose, you will have issues. But there's actually a market for everything. There's a market for everything. I think the thing you just got to be wary of is if you do work, because I think the majority of people who kind of are active, like that active, don't. And I think a lot of streamers who are streaming the majority of the time and female don't work either. Like, it's a horrible thing to say, but I think the majority of people that I've come across have either lost their job or they've quit their job. I don't really know the specifics around it. But they're not working and they like, game, I'll just stream. That'll do. So if you're fucking doing that, fuck yeah, like, just sell your body, make a full-time wage, like, literally. Do you know what I mean?
But just don't
I
try
don't
to
know.
provoke the rest of the population, like the thirsty guys. If it makes
Yeah,
sense.
literally, just don't try and keep your online gaming and stuff
Separate from
to
real
your
life.
personal real life. Yeah. So if you can do that, brilliant. If you have a different name for online than you do offline, I highly recommend any girls do that. Simply because if anything happens, the amount of fucking spiteful men who will try and, but I'm going to expose you. What are you going to expose me for? Like, literally, I'll fucking admit it. Like, I don't get it. They will. I just think you've got to be really, really careful. And yeah, highly recommended. What was that? That if you if you do stream, just use a different fucking name. Just use
Reasonable.
any games. Like my friend is a teacher, so she games, and she uses a different name online than what she uses in real life. But it's really funny because now I call her online name in real life. Because she's actually a girl. This is one of the girls I have made friends with through Discord and gaming, and she's literally one of my best friends now. She's an absolute babe. Because she's again one of those ones who isn't fake. She's real. And it's just quite. I don't know. She's done it really smart, and I'm sometimes thinking like, fuck, like the amount of shit that I've done online that I'm perhaps not too proud of. After like breakups and stuff. I so wish I'd gone with a different name. Because I get way too paranoid now that people are going to find out who I am. I think I've mentioned like where I live and stuff, and like sometimes where I work, which I probably should have done. Far too often. And I think that people are just going to find me, and they're going to find where I work, and like, I don't know, try and like go and get me fired and shit. Like I do worry because in my stream, yes, I'm not exactly the most PG person. I have horrific language. And if where I work found out, like people know that I stream from work. Like one of the ladies is like, "Oh, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing amazing." And like, they know I game and stuff. But I just think that sometimes like, if I work found out, they may like low-key fire me, which would not be good. I kind of need a job. Unless actually maybe they should fire me. Then I'm making OnlyFans. Getting back to our previous question. Or the same one. I don't freaking know anymore.
That's okay. We can get to the next question here, I think. Just for just kind of basic conversation, just don't, basically don't, in my opinion, act normal. Don't try and impress a guy. And guys, you have no chance at her.
What do you mean?
That's it. Well, unless don't try to do too much to flirt with her.
I think if...
Well, in cases.
I think if you chat with them and actually spend time talking to them, because there's different ways. So if you're playing like a game every now and again and the chat is like, it's not popping, there is no fucking like click, it's a little bit boring, like there is going to be no, nothing's going to happen. Like they try to avoid you, they try to say like really shit like low, I don't know. As long as they're engaging with you, they're talking to you outside of gaming, they'll sit there and they'll chat for like hours with you. Then there is like, then go for it. But if they're literally like, oh yeah, you know, I can play with you for a little bit, but actually quite reluctantly, and every time they like message offline, like when they're not playing, you don't really like answer. You give like short answers because there's a lot of people like that. Or like you're conveniently like not message back for like 2 days and be like, oh my god, I didn't realise I didn't message back. Then don't bother. Like don't even fucking try. There's no point. Literally. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It really depends on dynamics, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, again, it matters on how the person is in real life. It matters on like the personalities, and you know, if they female wants to do that, then you know, but they want to have that attention. They want to get attention from guys, and guys, well, you know, either want to act normal, act thirsty. You know, it's their choice. But you know, I'm not a big fan of those thirsty guys. I think that's just kind of the whole story, and that just kind of sucks that females kind of have to do just get worried about it too much. But again, it matters on the dynamics. I think that's just a big thing. Again, you don't know what the situation is.
Yeah.
If it makes.
Yeah, and if a girl has a fucking boyfriend, just why even bother? The amount of times I've seen people be like, "Oh, well, she has a boyfriend. It doesn't matter. Well, dude, you're a guy on the internet. What do you think's gonna happen? She's gonna leave her boyfriend for you? Don't think so. You fucking weirdo." Like, it's just reading situations properly. Like, especially with like streamers and stuff. Like, if you think you're gonna like suddenly fucking like cook up the streamer because oh my god, the kid like going like 2 games with you, fuck. Like, no, sort your life out. Like, actually sort it out. Um, but also, like, I don't know. It really depends on the person. It really, I don't know. Everyone's different, aren't they? Everyone is different. Every situation is different. Um, as long as you like really know that person, don't just be like, oh look, 2 days, I'm in love with you. Like, let's go chill. No, no.
You have to develop a relationship. Like you have to develop like over time. That's maybe like months.
Yeah, I mean
If
sometimes.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean you can tell pretty quickly if you're going to get on with somebody or not. And if things are like, I don't know, like gonna develop in that way, I suppose. Um, I don't know. The amount of people I've met and the amount of situations I've been in and different I don't know. There are so many different kind of dynamics I've had with people I've met online and through gaming. Like you have the people who get obsessed because you're a girl. You have the people who get obsessed because you're a girl, but in a good way. You have the really creepy ones. You have the ones who actually are hella fucking chill. You have the ones where like actually maybe like you're a bit more obsessed with them than they are of you because you don't understand like where the fuck's my attention. Um, so yeah, I think I don't know. It really it just it all depends on the person. Um, I'm definitely used to the obsessed people. But again, then again, those are the ones you can take advantage of. In a cute little way. The good ones who obsess in a good way, right? Because I think you realize that actually they can help you and protect you quite a lot because the amount of shit that you do
You
get,
go
I
through,
think,
especially for the
yeah,
population.
yeah, exactly. Um, I think it's quite nice to have people who are a little obsessed or like they care for you. I think is the majority of the time they do actually care, even if they are a little bit weird. So like if somebody's gonna come for you or attack you or like make shit up about you, like they will be there to like to fucking defend the fuck out of you. Like I think that's so sweet of them. Um, even if you are a little bit of an asshole to them sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again,
So
I'm
that's
just
a
going off in
very
tangents. I realise this.
yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stop a topic. Just kind of you
Mm.
kind of explained a lot of it. That's totally
Yeah.
fine. Um, I'm just kind of curious. This might be like a
Mm.
1 minute question, hopefully. Do you know
Yeah.
of any female-only gaming groups? Because I just don't really kind of see them a lot. Like, do you know any of them?
Mm-mm.
I'm just
None of
kind of
them. Never
nothing.
looked. No.
Okay. So okay, so this is gonna kind of not somewhat based off gaming, but although we
Mm.
might not hear them or talk to them online that often, mostly that's the female population, like for most gamers. How come they're
Mm.
still dominant in the cosplay scene somehow? So why is that?
What females?
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, boobs. Cosplay is all about boobs. I'm sorry. Right, okay, maybe not, but like, when you think of cosplay, you think, right, dress up as characters, boobs. That's literally why they're there, because they won't dress up as like some creepy fucking like monster from like, I don't fucking know what. They'll dress up as a hot female character with boobs. And that's why they're still going. I think cosplay is a lot of, and it's quite creative as well, I suppose. You can, you have to you do your makeup, you do your hair, you get like all changed. It's all about fashion and stuff. So I think that's why it's quite female focused rather than like male focused. Although some of the male cosplays are like pretty banging, but like again, I've never really been involved in that universe, I
Let me ask
guess.
you two more things around. Yeah. I
Yeah.
it's messing. Um, what? Let me ask this. Like, do you think females kind of do cosplay a lot because it just doesn't reveal the full, like, they do cosplay, they like this, a lot of cosplay is based off anime, video
Mm.
games, TV
Mm.
shows. It doesn't reveal the full personality, like, what they actually look like. Because again, maybe it does based on, if you're just wearing a costume without the makeup, or
Mm.
wearing the makeup. Does the make effect have it? And I forgot what I was about to say. For the
Mm.
second part, but
Mm. I think a lot of girls, like with guys, you're game to escape your real life. You can be who you want to be. Like, especially with like role playing games and shit online, like where you can be somebody else, you can go and fucking murder like 13 fucking people. Um, then yes, you are literally just you're escaping your life and being somebody else. So when you cosplay, you can do the same thing. Um, you can become this other person. You suddenly have like a different, more confident personality, especially if like you've got really banging cosplay. Like literally, you're sorted. Like you suddenly get this like air of confidence. Um, and you think, right, well, I'm not being funny, but if it looks shit or doesn't go well, it's fine because then I can take it all off, and tomorrow I can back to myself. Like nobody knows it's me. Like not really. Like so, I think that's why they do it quite a lot. But the same with guys as well. Like I think that's just what cosplay is, isn't it? Or it is to show off skills. I
I
guess.
think cosplay is pretty. I think cosplay is pretty effective on both gender sides, because again, it
Yeah.
doesn't reveal personality. It looks pretty cool. I know it's just not my interest because I don't want to. If I was gonna do something, I wouldn't put like maybe like spend time doing makeup, because I'm not. I don't think I haven't done makeup, but
Yeah.
you know, it works for female sides because it's something that they like doing. Like, you guys like doing makeup.
Yeah.
Some guys do too, matters on how you are, but
James Charles.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the case. But
Mm.
I think just kind of doing what you love, along with having a costume, and there's a lot of appreciation. There's not a lot of times, not a lot of hate with cosplay. There's a big community. Everybody respects
Mm.
everybody's costumes, even if maybe sometimes it looks like crap. At least you put in the effort. Like, there's no kind of
Yeah.
hate. Maybe there is little, but it's like, little hate, but it's nothing too dramatic between both, like, the males and females.
Yeah.
There's just respect. It's more broad community. So that's kind of a great part of it. And also, I have a different question along with it, but can I
Yeah.
ask you this? Have any of your friends tried cosplay?
No. Unless you count dressing up for Halloween as cosplay.
That's not cosplay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So no,
Because
no,
that's only
literally.
that's like one season.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So next question I have for you is,
Yeah.
so this is kind of talking about, not about, this is kind of more on the positive side.
Mm.
Video game develop. Oh, actually, this is more negative. Somewhat negative. Video game developers have been include. Well, I don't know. This is a mixed one. That's your.
Yeah, yeah.
Video game
Sorry.
developers have been including more and more female-led protagonists in the video games. One game I know is Lara Croft and Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
There's other games I forgot a list on there, but I should list it
Mm.
in video games. But sometimes the games don't get bought, like, in a higher population. Like, don't get bought a lot,
Mm.
unlike games with men leading protagonists. So why is that?
I
I read
I
this off an
don't
article. Again,
I don't
it's an
really
interesting
know.
one.
Like I think probably because I don't really know too much about like like loads of different games. But from what I would assume is we'll stick a female in as the lead. It's what game development time
Yeah.
is that the buyer is a female. Do you know what I mean? So oh yeah, the feminists will go for it, and the guys will go for it because they love girls. Like I think that's probably why. So the development time isn't there. The idea isn't there. They've got it that, oh, we'll put a fucking female as the main one. And everyone just come anyway, whatever we do. Which, to be fair, they probably get bought, but do they get played? Unlikely. Like, because you've got to put the time into the game rather than into the character design.
Look at
Then
that character
the story
design
mode
lead to
accepts
that
it.
bad effect.
Hmm?
Could that character design, like having a female character, just kind of make, make people weirded out, some sort?
No,
I don't know.
not weirded out. Just they're buying it to play as a girl, like. But actually, because you haven't put the game development time in it, it's just bullshit. Like, nobody wants to play because it's
That
just
was
a shit
an
game.
interesting question.
Because you've not spent time doing it. Yeah.
I was just an interesting question because I think I like the questions I can do
Obviously,
and like.
well, like if you think Lara Croft that had the game development time in it, it's really good. That's why people play it. But
It's not a
again,
respectful character too.
one of the main things, the tits. I'm sorry, it always comes back to boobs. You think Lara Croft would have been that
Fine.
successful if her tits are small? No, it wouldn't have been. I'm sorry. But put boobs on something. Put a fucking man with boobs on, mate. You'll probably still do really well. Like, I don't get it. I don't know.
So it's just kind of, again, could attract a horny population, but just it could be hard could cause a lot of controversy. Kind of that case. Again, it does fully matter in the game. If your game's kind of shit, I don't think people are gonna worry about what character.
Yeah, if
comes
the
into the
game's
mix.
crap. Like, I've seen, like, I've never really paid attention to them, but I've seen, like, the games that have, like, that strong female lead, and it's just, like, it's so shit, though. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, why is this a game? Like, what have you been doing to develop this game? You've fixed nothing. Might download it, and then literally it's deleted from your fucking PC or your Xbox in, like, 2 minutes, because it's that crap. So, I think...
Yeah, sorry.
I think games where you can choose between male and female are much better.
So
like,
GTA,
honestly.
like GTA 5, or
Yeah.
does Red Dead do that?
I haven't played that. I haven't played that for a long
Actually,
time.
kind of Call of Duty does that too with operators.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
do have
So Call of Duty,
female-
I'll always choose the female, so people know I'm female. So again, it's
Well,
really
imagine.
bad, but like, it's how it
So next
works.
question. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's great they kind of been doing that for a while because again, back in the day they just barely had female characters, and now
Yeah.
they're kind of introducing it into multiple games, either as kind of a playable online character, which was really rare, or as kind of as a playable character, like a main character in a storyline. So that's kind of great. It's been increasing, but I don't know. It's just a random question. Could be
Yeah.
concerned. Next question I have for you is, will and how long will it take for the opportunity that women will be getting respected of their talents that wait, this is kind of sorry. Well,
That's alright.
how long will it take for female esports players to get respected to compete with female gamers who compete in esports have the ability to compete with men instead of being separated, like men leagues are only.
I don't think they are separated, are they? I don't really know too much about like competitive.
Well, we
'cause I'm so
haven't
shit.
seen so many. We haven't seen too many female. I'm not saying like maybe Fortnite's different because
I think even everything that's competitive, I just don't think females will play to enjoy. I mean, if they are pro and they want to go pro, they'll be able to join. They'll be able to go to these competitive events. They'll be able to do that. I just think proportionately, there are so few females. That's why they're not represented. You can't say, right, okay, you're the best female player of this game. You're invited. If actually they are not as good as all the pros you've got that are male, you can't do that. So maybe it's just that females don't grind as much as men do. Doesn't mean they're shit. I've met so many fucking good Fortnite players, for example. But if you compare them to the likes of like the World Cup guys, they're not on the same level. They're not. So you can't say like, oh yeah, just like females aren't represented at like events and stuff, because they are, or they can be. They're not. Like, I don't know. It's all about
Also
ability.
behind you.
Yeah, it's just it's all ability, basically.
Makes sense. I think, again, there hasn't been a lot, just kind of heard of, but I think there's also kind of a league like Rainbow Six. They have a league that's just dedicated to females, so they're trying to get that population going. But there's also a lot of controversy in the past. I think Hearthstone had that problem a couple years ago, where they, I think it was that game or some sort, where they actually separated the females from the males in leagues,
Oh,
and then they had
I mean,
and that had controversy.
I think I understand why they've done it, but to show that like females can play that game, and if you do want to play it and you're not amazing yet, or it's probably a way of trying to get them in because you're wanting more girls to play, and you think, right, well if we do a female league, yeah, they're not going to get. If we're trying to get new players in, they're not going to get to the stage that the men are at, like the same level, but we can try and get them in. Like we can, if we have their own separate league, it will be a little bit lower, but you'll be, I don't know.
There'll be a lot of hate around the community, especially the females, because it feels like they're excluded from something that they think that they have a capability, but just because of a gender boundary, it just ruins it.
Yeah, but I understand why they've done it. I understand why they've made a separate league. Makes complete sense. Like legit.
Next question
What they're
after you
trying
is.
to do. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Next question after you is, with the recent Twitch controversy that has happened surrounding female streamers not getting banned for actions they done, kind of also on the male side, so I'm not going to exclude them. Alinity and Cat, do you think it will increase the amount of problems that will occur throughout the gaming or Twitch community? Or like, will Twitch get a lot more, like, if it has one more situation like this, do you think Twitch will get a lot of backlash? Or like, do you think it's gonna cause turmoil?
I think they're gonna get a lot of backlash from it. I think already what they've done. I think there's something quite recently with their dog. Oh my god, the fuck. Even I'm seeing it. I'm like, how the fuck is she not banned? Like, what the fuck is she doing? I think because she brings them in a lot of money, they're not gonna ban her. They're not going to. I think if somebody my size did that and reported it, like, I would get banned. Whereas, like, I think it's more of a political thing, and business-wise than you've broken the rules, we're banning you. But
I was just kind of
I think when it gets to that point in the top, how many big streamers have you seen like her level that have been banned for doing something like that? You've seen people maybe like a few less, they're not bringing in as much money for Twitch. When it gets to that level, it is all political. I think that's what people don't realise. It's all business related as to who they'll ban and who they won't. If you're not bringing enough money for the platform, just go stream on Mixer. Like, they don't really care. Do you know what I mean? Like, that. I don't think don't stream on Mixer. It's fucking shit. I'm not being funny. Don't do it. But like, that's probably their attitude to it, basically.
so think again, that's hard to think because if you have to have that big size, so Lindy already had that big size, and that maybe didn't want to do it. Otherwise, there will be, you're gonna have a split side.
Yeah.
But the big thing that Twitch worried about is losing fans. And if you ban a streamer of at least decent size, which she was not all the way at the top. She was not even averaging 1,000 viewers, so it shouldn't have been too big of a concern. But it was a big concern for Twitch.
But viewer
Bad.
numbers don't make money. They don't equal money. It's all about the money they bring
it's
in.
ads.
Well, no, it's not
Or
that.
what?
It's subs and stuff. So if somebody's paying to sub to you, they're paying. Twitch gets some of that money. It doesn't all go to the streamer. So a lot of it is like, right, if we ban her and she's like, say she's at like 15,000 subs, even if Twitch are only making like £1 per sub, that's 15,000 a month they'll lose from one streamer. Like, it's not small amounts. So, like, and even with bits and stuff, people buy bits and donating. Like, Twitch get a proportion of everything. So they're going to ban somebody who's getting loads of money per month, and again, because she's a girl, people are donating. That's where the politics comes in, basically.
Yes, I never really thought about that. So
Yeah.
kind of really, the females do get, well, in cases they do get a lot of the money that, that's how they make a lot, a lot more horny men donate to the females and like to the male population. Well, again, it matters on how the streamer is. But again, it's a hard situation. We can't, again, it's political. We don't know when the next situation is going to happen. We don't know if Lindy's dog situation that will be the last straw.
That
but
was
I think
so
if
vile.
it turns,
Yeah.
if it turns like, if Twitch has to act now, just say this happens to Lindy next week, this happens again. I think that's when you just draw a straw and say, okay, we don't care how popular she is at the moment. This is too far. And
Yeah,
I think that's where, I think there has to be restrictions on that. I think just if it happens once, there's no excuses. If you do that, well, there should not be excuses on how big you are.
Yeah.
So, next question I have for you is oh, sorry, that's the last one. Statistics say that 45% of all U.S. gamers are females. I think it was in 2016, 2017. I don't know when the studies was. I forgot. Could we see that percentage increase or decrease in the next couple of years?
So what percentage are female?
45%. And this is not talking about Xbox. This is gaming community. A lot of it contributes to mobile gaming.
Oh, we do love a good
That's
app.
why the number's high.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it doesn't include mobile gaming, it'd be much, much lower. But fucking get a girl on Candy Crush, mate, you can't get her off. I think with the increase in smartphones, I think it's gonna go up then. If it includes that, it's gonna go up. I mean, I think in general as well, like console gaming and PC gaming, I think it's more acceptable for women to do it. And where kids are now growing up instantly being like, you've got your phone, you've got your iPad, you've got a fucking laptop by the time you're in fucking school, like you've got a home computer everywhere. Like people are going to be, it's just a part of life. Like what do people do when they come home? Yeah, okay, you might watch TV, but you might play a game. So even if you want to play it on your phone, like, you know what I mean? Like it's definitely going to increase, I think.
But if there was a chance to decrease, what would have to be the factors, causes? If you say
too
there was
many,
a
too many
5%.
men, too many men playing. I don't know.
Could actually, yeah, that could make sense.
Yeah, because obviously it's all percentage-wise, isn't it? So even if the numbers are the same, or they do get higher. So if like female numbers
Actually, no,
increase
we're
by
not gonna
like,
base. Sorry, we're not gonna base off percentage. We're actually gonna base it off number of people, like the number of people. We're not. Yeah, the percentage could, barely change or go down, but again, there's still a high amount. It's like, what would be the factors to cause the number to go down?
the only thing I think is like younger, like the younger generations, like not picking streaming, like picking gaming up, and older generations just like becoming adults, having kids, looking after kids, like, and not really going back to it because obviously traditionally women are, the homemakers. They stay at home, They're the mother. They do the cleaning, the house, the cooking. Obviously, things are changing majorly, but I think that is still the majority of how things work. They have the baby and they're off. Um, Imagine if you're a gamer at this point. Are you going to be looking after a fucking screaming child at 3 in the morning and gaming at the same time until like 11? No, I don't think you are. Like, so if there aren't new people coming in and gaming, like new girls, and that's happening to the gamers of, like, my generation, then that's honestly the only way I can see a decrease. I don't think there's going to be a massive backlash unless, like, there's some ridiculous restriction put on gaming or like girls or something. Like, yeah, I don't think there will be. I don't think there will decrease in numbers, to be fair.
I think I think yeah, you could see the old population disappear because of the fact, yeah, you mentioning, yeah, they will become adults. Yeah, you can't manage a challenge stream. They can't fully do like some of the streamers now.
Yeah.
Brooke, Pokimane, Valkyrie, they basically have no kids.
Yeah.
So it's, hopefully not, that we don't know about. I think all of them have boyfriends.
Yeah.
But or planning of. But it's gonna, I think they're gonna, maybe there's a chance they abuse them for viewers because they like to see kids. Like, that will happen, but again, I think it's gonna be a bigger stress for them.
No, see, I don't think they would. Men with kids, cute as fuck. Dr. Lupo and his fucking kid made it like amazing, but girls in the like window, because you're a lot of the time you are being sexualized. You're not gonna be sexualized with your fucking kids sat there with you, are you? Like,
no.
that would stop people coming into your stream if you're a girl. Like, yeah. Just
Yeah, but that's again. But I think the younger population coming in, that doesn't make sense. But it matters on if they can. I think first thing they have to find a positive about gaming. They have to, learn about it. Like what you can expect. I think the big thing is if you want females want to get gaming. I think males it's easy. You just buy it, and there's no harm in it. There's no harm. Like you all make, but I think for females it's just kind of really hard to get into because they don't know what to fully expect off the rip.
yeah.
Because of the population getting more and more horny. It's gonna be really kind of hard to get them in. If they learn about that.
Yeah.
But if I don't know. I think it's just the cloud, especially with how the population has been turning. Like 10 years ago, no one would really care. But I think now 2019, again heading into 2020, it's just how much cloud you can get. That's the only thing with the population. That's how Tana Morgao,
My God, yeah.
Lessa Violet, Summer Rae, they built that for cloud. And that can happen with the female streaming population, female gaming population. The goal is cloud, and that's kind of the sad thing is that's kind of what the younger population's living up to now. They're not living up to policies, restrictions, trying to go to college. They're just worried about how much fame they can get. Like they're not, and again,
yeah. I think that's true for most things like nowadays because social media is such a big thing for kids. They've grown up with it their whole lives. It's not something that's developed and like they kind of picked up, but it is oh my God, how many followers can I get on Twitter? How many followers can I get on Instagram? If you can say, oh my God, you got loads of likes on that post, you get paid for it. I think what? I can literally. It's just I think the way it is, yeah, clout, I suppose, and it goes back to my point before about if you can get paid to do something you're already doing, why not do it? Why not get paid for it? Like, if you can make an easy fucking buck as a girl, yes, you'll get clout, but you also get paid for that clout. I think that's why you find that a lot of female gamers are also very, very active on social media and have things
And
like
also, with just kind
OnlyFans.
of growth, kind of with the growth of streaming and gaming, like kind of with streaming growing dramatically
Mm.
in the last 10 years. Like, if you'd done this in 2009, I don't think it would have been possible to kind of make some sort of a living, or
No.
would be able to have something like this. But like 2019, you have a chance to make a career out of it, and it could put a lot of stress on it. Could I'm not gonna say stress on it, but it could
Mm.
really provoke that population, the population. I think also for the guys' side, like
Yeah.
worrying about followers and that. If you don't do this, could my job be in risk? Do I, but
Mm.
again, that's something for the future. We don't know how successful your career is. But I think the big thing is just if you're a streamer who's big, who's gonna be somewhat big, just don't worry about it. Just work your flow.
Yeah, I think
There's
the best way to be is just try not to revert to things like that, like all the sexualized stuff. Don't try and do that. But if you can get clout, like, hey, sponsorship, so I can do it. Like, or you can post a picture on Instagram because you've got the followers about a certain thing for money. Fucking do it. Just do it. Just don't revert to the sexualization stuff too soon. Um,
also kind
I
of add
think
on
it's
this. Oh yeah, another
yeah.
question here.
Mm,
The social media effect, it has been growing. Do you
mm,
do you think it's just too much of a worry for I think the female population
yeah.
of
Because if you
I
say
think
one little thing
gamers
wrong,
and overall.
yeah, the rise of social media, you've got to worry about how you look. You've got to worry about how you come across. If you say the wrong thing, someone's going to attack you. What are they going to attack you for? Probably your looks. If you're insecure, you are going to get fucked on social media. You've got to be very, very strong to be able to um, stand your ground. I think because the gaming communities on social media are mainly men. They still are. They still are because girls don't really get involved in them because, again, it's still kind of like an odd thing to admit if you're female in your game. Um, although we are seeing more and more. Um, it's it is difficult to kind of make sure you're doing and saying the right thing. Um, if you're on social media, like I tried to avoid social media for a long time, like using it all the time and posting and stuff. I just kind of post every now and again, and then I got really into Twitter. I post like fucking 20 statuses a day because that was life. It's just being careful not to get too obsessed with it. And now I have to get back into using multiple forms of social media. Usually, you just use one, but for like my team now, I've got to use Instagram. I've got to go into YouTube. I've got to use fucking Twitter. I've got to use Discord, and kind of like it's such a good way of promoting things. If you are going to be female, you are going to stream. Social media is such a key thing. You need to be using it, and if you're not going to be successful. It's simple, like it's fucking sad, but it's true. I don't know.
This might sound odd.
Mm.
But I wrote this is kind of, I shared this list with my buddies and I think it was funny, and it's like
Mm.
actually I'll ask this later. But let's get to the
Mm.
last question and then we can actually
Yeah.
I didn't want actually, if I was gonna date a girlfriend, I didn't want her to worry about clout.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about social media. Like,
Yeah.
I can worry about followers, but do I care what number it's at? No.
Yeah.
You didn't care what I post? No, I just let me post what I want. Don't care. If I want to post something on social media, I'm not worried about how many likes it will get. How many views it would get, And I don't
Yeah.
want that in a girlfriend who kind of worries about social media. Always posts just to get likes and all that, but get to
Yeah.
last question, actually, second to last question I
Yeah.
ask you, before we get to closing topic. How can us as a community, now I'm not gaming community and real life community, try to have equality between both gender groups for gaming and real life? Like, what can we do to not have this abuse happen for females?
Don't be fucking horny little shits. It's simple, literally. I don't. I think. I don't think there's gonna be no abuse. I think you'll see guys getting abused as well. Like,
Or just the lack of, like, not be so common. Or have more respect, like equality, if that makes sense.
I think you need more social media, like popular female gamers who are outspoken about it. But the ones that are popular for
No,
not
sorry, we're not gonna talk about gamers fully. We can talk about real life and gaming. But we can split
Oh, so what do you mean?
like kind of we can talk about you can talk about the game population and like how we can prove the like making sure this stops, like make sure there's like setting a sample for making sure there's no abuse, like no harassments and all that for game population, but also in real life.
The problem is, okay, if we're doing in general in real life, I do think the fact that when you're so young you can have access to so much 18 plus content is so easy to find, and you're getting younger and younger and seeing this, that it's until there is no way of having them access this shit beforehand, I don't think it's going to happen. Or just having, I think people nowadays, but just on social media, on Instagram, they're sexualizing themselves, and it means that because everyone now is younger on social media than they used to be, they're seeing that content there, and it is a bodily reaction. Okay, you can't tell them off for that. You can't be like, what the fuck, like what the fuck are you doing? It's just it's an automatic function for men and women. Okay, like I think it's just not going to change unless people change what they post on social media. But then it links back into, well, if you've got clout on social media and you can make money from doing that shit, do it. So it's a two-way street, and I think honestly I can only see it getting worse. I don't think it's going to get better, and if it does, I'd be very, very surprised.
So the social media increases those just like kind of the people who are thirsty, horny, and want to take advantage of females. Because I think the big thing, what is the number one rule of rape? What is the if you know this, I know this too, because I think everybody knows it. What is the number one rule of rape? What do you want? What does the men want to do in rape? Or not?
What do you mean?
Like, what is the men's overall goal for? Okay, I'm gonna say this.
To have sex.
No.
Yeah.
That's they want power.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Men. This is my opinion. Men don't like being dethroned. They are very competitive people. I think the same thing for you, the female population. You guys are very competitive. Everybody has competitive.
Yeah.
But men get really more angrily mannered when they get overpowered.
Yeah.
And that's why there's inequality. There's a reason why there's hate. Because they want to win you over by whatever means necessary.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with society. if you don't win, you might as well lose.
I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think if you are trying with anything you're doing, yeah, you may not be the best person or like be on top, but you can come back from losing. You can come back from being second. Like it's, I don't know. Like I don't think that if you don't have the power, you're gonna lose. Like people, because with that attitude, people are never gonna try ever. Because like, well, somebody's always gonna be better than me at whatever it is that's happening. Like I think it's quite a defeatist way of looking at things, in general. And as long as you're trying and you're trying your best and you're getting somewhere, like you may not be as good as somebody else, or that kind of shit. I don't know. As long as, yeah, as long as you're trying, then you're winning.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think just kind of people need to realize. I think big thing is, yeah, you want to win, but the big thing we realize is everything is not, you know, you don't have to win everything. You know,
Yeah.
there's stages where you don't have to win everything. There's, you know, everything's not worried about winning.
Yeah.
Especially for any sort of abuse. I don't think having winning argument is great. I'll be honest opinion. I think I would rather lose an argument than win, because I learned something. I'd rather have like be on equal footing and just say, okay, we both made mistakes. We'll both compromise with it. We'll both solve it together. No, we didn't, none of us won this fight. It was, I made idiotic decision. I'm sorry I did this. I'll reconsider this. That's fine. Even the females might, well, on both situations, say, yes, I won. I think the thing is they learn a lesson. I think the arguments last too long because they have to worry about what can I do to win. And that's just the kind of scary part, because I really don't. And we don't, again, society is getting more and more sensitive, which is also leading up to the population Xbox. There's a lot more and more sensitive people out there who just can't take a joke, or just can't solve an argument that quickly. Makes it really hard for everybody. But so we don't know how to really solve that, and everybody worries about the win. Everybody wants to win an argument. They don't want to go on a peaceful note. They just want to say they're better than that, and that's just kind of the horrible part about everything. Is just, let's just win. That's all we care about. We don't care about how the friendship works, how the friendship is.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what needs to happen with the population.
I think on a small scale, that's fair enough. On a big scale, I suppose, yeah, it kind of works like that as well. But I think sometimes it can be collaborative, and then you can just come to an agreement. I think that's how most people want things to be now. I do think society is slightly changing in that way. Not everyone wants to win. Everyone realizes that actually everyone has their own strengths, everyone has their own weaknesses, and something that you are not as good at, somebody else is better than you and can help you with that. And you might have something that you can help them with. Whether it's fucking talent, it's fucking ideas, it's something that you're fucking clout, for fuck's sake. Like, yeah, it's all a bit, I don't know. I don't think it's all about winning nowadays, which is nice.
How could we change the narrative? Like, what do we? If there's any way we can change the narrative to this winning factor, to
Don't,
why to these cases? How could we
don't
get?
know. Don't think you can, to be honest. Um, literally no idea. The only way to do it is just teach people to not be assholes. But it's never gonna
Reasonable.
happen. It's quite simple. I think you just have to accept that in society you're gonna have some fucking ass. You literally gonna have fucking knobheads, and you're gonna have decent people. And provided the decent people are gonna remain decent people and try and spread the word to other people are decent, brilliant. But unfortunately, the assholes are gonna influence other assholes as well. Um, I think it's gonna probably remain fairly proportionate as it is now. There's not much we can do about it. Because it's a defeatist view, but it's just how it is, unfortunately.
I like I like how you kind of mentioned decent people with decent people, and I think, yeah, there's gonna be flaws in those decent people, but at least they're kind of mostly positive. They have the brain cells to think, okay, this is not right. This is not right for the female slash male counterpart on this relationship, you know, on this situation. How can we improve that? How could we
Yeah.
not, how can us as a group of people who know what's right for us, know that we're not gonna abuse a woman. We're not gonna we're not gonna take control over them. We're not gonna worry about winning a situation. How can we help this person who is focused heavily on that try to stop that? How
Yeah.
can we get into the mind and value that, you might want to win, you may want to win this person over, but in your mind, is it really gonna work out? Is it gonna please you? Is this how you want to live your life? Being so desperate to win someone over who doesn't even care about you,
Yeah.
and taking control over, and with the arguments, taking too much control that it causes turmoil.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that. I think it's.
Yeah,
I
suppose I haven't really thought about it before, but
I think, to be honest, if there was ever a situation, well, you kind of mentioned earlier that, the touching situation, what happens if, imagine if there was a guy there who actually helped you out and said, why are you doing this, and actually fought for you. Now, I'm curious, did that actually, what happens if that actually happened, that worked perfect?
well, it was.
Oh, sorry.
That's what it was.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I just sorry, I didn't know it was a long start. It was like start of show.
Yeah.
But
No, I don't think it was specified, but yeah, no, it was that's where the situation was. That's where it took place, and I think people. The problem is I'm quite private. I really go on about my personal life and stuff at work, so do you know, I don't think I really told people about it. It's only recently, since I've been like streaming and like, with people I've met through gaming, I've really spoken about it.
so also, I think one big thing is being up. I think people are too private. I think keeping a hidden story. I don't know. To kind of repeat it like earlier, but keeping a hidden story doesn't help
Yeah.
with the equality. In some,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is kind of related to equality, but if you keep a hidden story, this is going to lead to a bigger turmoil for the rest of the population. Like, this is what your life could be ruined by.
I think
And
that.
there's a lot of females and females in cases where they haven't been really the same since that situation, and they haven't let it go. And those support groups or treatments, they haven't worked, and they don't try to explain to people how come you've been so quiet, how come haven't been so talkative lately, how come you, and they don't explain situations, and I don't know, I'm just not in the mood, and that they they don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Um,
I think.
so I think just making sure that you kind of stand up for, you know, we all have, um, you know, I don't know how I want to say this.
Mm.
I think men should not be stronger than women.
Oh God, no! I think the mental health rates and the rates of men not speaking out about how they feel and what's happening, like what's going on with them, is fucking ridiculous. And the problem is, I know so many people who I've met online who their dads have said it's weak. You know, you can't have feelings, you can't cry. It's weak. And I've told them, I'm like, that's not weak to admit you have feelings and to process them. That's what makes you strong. To like fucking live through what like the shit that's happened to you and speak about it and admit it. Oh my god, like literally, like it's what you
I
should
think
be
that
doing. You
needs to
should
really
be like,
happen more.
yeah,
That needs to
that I
happen
think
more
that's
because
something I've
that's the
always.
problem. You keep a situation hidden forever, and then it's gonna turn your back on you. Or I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say turn your back on you, but
it's
it's gonna
just
leave.
it's just
It's
never
gonna be
having
horrible.
spoken about anything ever in your whole life. No, like chat about how you're feeling and stuff like that. Um, yeah. See, there's so many guys who've been in the stream who I've said to them, look, you need to go fucking get like a counselor, go get therapy because you need to speak to somebody about it. And I encourage that so much. Like there's a great like counselling service for kids that they do in the UK. That's all online. And if anybody comes to me saying like um, they're sad or like they're feeling upset or depressed or whatever, I tell them to go there. I'm like, look, you know where to go. And there's people that I send them back there constantly. They're telling me, you know, they're not happy or they're feeling really depressed. I'm like, you know who to go to. And I think quite a lot of kids come into the stream. I think sometimes they're not always like, you know, they're not actually depressed. They're just upset because something's happened. I think there is a fine line between that for sometimes for some of them. But the majority of the amount of people have come in saying, oh, they want to kill themselves. And you can never take that lightly. And I've known situations where actually that has happened. Um, I work in a college, so I'm around like young people all the time. Um, so I'm fully aware of how mental health can affect both men and women. So I always make sure that if somebody says that, I'm going to take it 100% seriously, um, and help them get help in some way, men and women alike. Like
Yeah, I think
it's
yeah, you're kind of right. Just making a big. I think the thing is how much impact you can play in society. Um,
mm,
and you have in showing that okay, we might not we might not be stronger, but we can make a difference too. We're
yeah,
not, we're not gonna, we can call out the problems we have. We can do this and that, but we're not gonna shy away from it. We're not gonna be freaked out. We're not gonna be scared about it. We're just gonna do this together. We're gonna make sure that, I want to keep everybody safe. You know, I'm not worried about my situation. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying
mm,
right now, but I'm kind of going backwards now.
yeah,
Um, I think going off topic, but I, I don't want to be, I want to have that helping hand. I want to
yeah,
be a difference for everybody, even if, you know, like, how brothers help out brothers, let's
mm,
try to include sisters help out brothers too, or other way
yeah,
around. I think the big, like, we want make sure you're helping hand no matter the gender.
mm.
That's got to be the big thing. Just don't treat a gender like it's division, like race. Um,
I think
too.
sexism needs to fucking just fuck off. In that,
Yeah.
so it's kind of context. Nothing should be the way you react or like treat somebody should not be based on their gender. Um, except maybe if it's a pregnant woman, because you do have to be very careful with them. Um, But like, in general, just don't treat somebody differently. Don't think that, oh, you're a man, like you can't, you're not going through shit. Like you have feelings or emotions. You don't get upset. Like, no, you do. Like, it's how it's just how it is. Like, yeah, I don't know.
So that's actually one more thing I want to ask you.
Mm,
This is your choice if you want to answer. This is kind of something I thought about funny.
yeah.
What would you want in your dream guy? Before we get to close.
Personality wise.
Just to anyone watches this
Or,
video, if you're perfect.
um,
What would you want in a dream guy? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about the video portion. But I'm just curious.
just somebody who gets what I do and gets that I
Who gets
won't
that you stream.
always have. Yeah, like I think at the moment it's quite difficult for me to like not just to meet up with people because they don't really understand that I'm very much. I stick to a schedule. I have a schedule. Streaming is my job. It's my second job after my full-time job. They have to understand that if we're gonna do something, if I've given you a chance, don't fuck up. Don't ruin that chance. And we've got to be funny. We've got to hold a fucking goddamn conversation. If you're boring as fuck and you can't talk to me, nah. I ain't having that. They've got to cook because I can't cook at all. I'm one of them
Oof.
classic girls. Yeah, I literally can't cook. My ex was a chef for a reason. So I think in that aspect, yeah, they need to cook. They need to be able to like feed me. In some way or another, I've got to be attracted to them. Low key, blonde hair, glasses. I'm down.
Oh, very specific.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've always had that like blonde hair glasses
Have
thing.
you tried it? I'm just curious. Have you
My
tried
ex was brunette and had no glasses, so he had 20/20 vision. So like, it's not like I would only ever go for blonde hair glasses, but like.
But have you tried to diversify yourself
Oh
recently?
yeah.
Because
Like,
oh, just curious. Because I don't.
like I speak
It could be hard. Like I'm just curious. Like you didn't leave out anyone else.
What do you
Like
mean?
you.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
I
Like you mentioned. You mentioned how you want a brunette with like glasses and all that. And then it's like.
no. So I'd never judge somebody on looks. Either way, if they have the
Good.
personality that I'm attracted to, that's the main thing. It's all about personality over looks. I think people have to realize that quite a lot.
Reasonable. Anything else?
Oh, just finding somebody who's understanding and funny is literally all you need. Like, and who isn't gonna judge you for things you do or like my past, I suppose. Because I think if you're gonna fucking, I don't know. I don't know.
Be so judged. Like just if it doesn't, or like someone who doesn't care what you do. If it doesn't work, then they're not gonna bitch about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I don't really have a specific type. Provided we get on and we're happy, that's all that matters.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, shield. Sorry, just kind of got distracted by the present.
So,
I think what I kind of want in a female partner. I think someone who is kind. I really don't. I'm sorry. I kind of care about looks a little bit, but I'm not gonna date the hottest one. Like I'm not gonna date the one who wears too much makeup because that's not the one for me. I don't really care. I like natural beauty. I don't really care. You don't have to impress me with makeup, which I think some people. That's how some people grew. because of depression with makeup. I really don't care about that. I have a top tier 10 things that I want from a partner. I'll just share a couple of them. I don't know if you want to hear this. If you don't want to hear it, I'll
Yeah,
just
come.
stop. Oh, actually, that's different. Some people actually, when I shared this with my guys, they were not pleased with it, but that's okay. Um, I said not afraid to share opinions regarding relationships, so just be open-minded. You mentioned like don't kind of be fine with what you do. Don't judge it. Cares about our/their future. That makes sense because it's gonna be a long-lasting relationship. Like, I'm curious, did your ex-boyfriend ever really like think about the future or like worry about it in
Um,
regards to your
yeah,
relationship?
yeah, because we were gonna get married, so like we always knew. Well, I say we knew. We always wanted to, um, like get married and stuff in the future. We were like, yeah, we'll be together forever. All this just kind of shit. I think he was the last couple of years he was a bit flaky on it. I think that's just where we were growing apart and growing very different. Um, but yeah, you always want to have somebody who's like on the same page as you as to what it is, I suppose. Yeah.
Reasonable. Number three, knows how to use the money wisely. This one, again,
Mm,
I also said on the not to do list. I hate
mm,
Gucci. No fake clout brands.
yeah. I don't really care about brands
So
at all, to be fair.
I don't know. It just bothers me because I don't know why Ali bothers me because I don't like people who just buy stuff with like I don't know. It's just something that bothered me with money
Yeah.
and just like buying like if you're gonna
Mm,
buy something expensive, don't buy it Gucci. Don't buy Saint Laurent.
yeah.
I don't know. There's just something there. Number four, someone has that be a douchebag while being honest. While being honest, and lie and be happy.
Mm,
So if you kind of want more of an explanation on that,
yeah.
I'd rather kind of be a dick and tell the situation, have it broken really. I'd rather be a, I'd rather have that, hey, I might be a dick in that case,
But at
but
least I'm lying to you. Mm,
well, I'd rather be a dick and I'm being honest and just kind of lie and just let the situation go and just let it smooth because it's gonna, it's just not my thing. If I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with it. I'm not gonna lie too much
mm,
or lie. So actually, we're gonna kind of number five
yeah.
doesn't worry about how pretty you are to impress me. So mention it like with looks, like, and again, don't have to put 7,000 pounds of Maybelline. Maybelline.
Mm, yeah. I guess.
Well, I think it's a makeup brand.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybelline
yeah.
on to impress me. Just make sure. Number six, sells disagreements and compromises peacefully. That's what I mentioned earlier. Number seven, likes to explore adventures. What I kind of mean by that is like likes to travel
Mm,
or like kind of go to new stuff. I live in
yeah.
Florida,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of stuff to do. So I just don't want to sit at home a lot of times. So no, it's been boring right now. There's
Mm,
been a lot of gaming, but
yeah.
it's whatever. Hopefully, I just kind of when I get in a relationship, I kind of want that to happen.
Yeah.
If it happen, well, we'll forget about that. Let's not get into my stuff.
Mm,
Number eight,
yeah.
diverse and respectful to minority races. Um,
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone who's a racist.
Oh God, no.
Like, I'm just curious.
Mm.
Might as well. Have you had anyone who said like any racial slurs to another chatter?
Oh yeah,
To
all the
like another
time.
person in chat?
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't get that shit. We don't allow that shit in there. Yeah, but people do it all the time, and they're Insta bans.
I'm just curious. Number nine has a warm heart, kind of easy to say, and number 10 cares about other people's feelings and is helping hand for others. So, doesn't really worry about their feelings first, and then doesn't worry about how they feel. They kind of worry about how the other people feel because that's I don't know. That's kind of hard to describe it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Um, yeah. Yeah,
considers
that's
other
kind of
people's
what I say.
feelings, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's something interesting. So that's gonna kind of be talking about female games perspective.
Mm.
Nice. We kind of had a long conversation, very detailed, very impressed with it. Very opinionated. So last
Mhm.
question I want to ask you,
Yeah.
as a close top, kind of noticed I noticed that you have founded Team Haste due to popularity, I think your popularity on Twitch. What are your overall
Mhm.
plans regarding the team
Um.
in the future?
Well, I actually basically inherited it from one of my other Twitch friends, and we kind of want to grow it. Um. We've it's pretty new. We don't have. We have some pretty good people in the team. We've got pros. We've got content. We kind of just want to grow it, get some recognition out there, like start getting our pro team players um into competitions, into like winning shit. Like where I've picked it up, it has a lot of expanding to do. It's probably only about a month old now. We've kind of taken the last week off. But we want to get into different games. We want to like get the name out there. I know like all like small little startup teams and stuff like say this all the time, but I just think I want a community where we can have fun, where we can fucking like, play together, we can like, produce good content, and just like, help develop everyone, whether it's like skill wise, whether it's like fucking follower wise, like
Personality wise?
developing. Yeah, but there is so many young gamers and kids who I want to make sure they realize that it don't have to be toxic to stay in the gaming community. Like, just be nice to people, be chill, and I think so many kids just don't have they have hard home lives or whatever, and for them to have somewhere to be and have like a little family, I suppose. Um, yeah, I want to make it fun. I want to get it recognized. I want to help develop people. Yeah, I don't really know.
So I'm curious. So that's
Yeah.
kind of how you kind of wanted to do it because what kind of got you into it, like wanting to start this team?
Well, my friend actually started the team, as I said to begin with. But when he was like, "Yeah, come and be a part of it," I was like, "Of course." Like, I think it's the community support that you'll get from it. Like, especially for streamers, it's like the whole when you're making fucking friends in on Twitch. There's so many people like um that I've met through the team that I didn't know a month ago, and they're so lovely, and already we're such good friends. And I think it's a bit of networking, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
And like we'll host one another, we'll rate each other after streams, like and that kind of stuff. Even like the pro players, like they have they've like redone all my sensors for my fucking um controller and stuff, and now I can play better than I did before. Like the little things like that that wouldn't have happened previously if I hadn't have had like this new team of people. And then when he left, he got picked up by an already established team, which of course I was like, go do it. He was like, will you take over? You've got the passion and stuff that um the team are going to want, and I know you can run it really well. And I was like, of course, like I'll take it. And then I've just kind of added more organisation into it because as much as I love him, he can't organise very well, basically. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to make it more like a professionally run team. Um, and get everyone involved. I just love it. I'm loving it already. It's to be fair, it just take a lot of my time and it's stressful. Um, but no, it's
No, it's hard to run an organization,
fun. Yeah.
especially when kind of like you in your mind you want to have it blow up. Especially it's kind of small. Um,
Mm.
I think one thing that is big if for your goals because again you said you want to
Mm.
found teams. I did an episode. One of my first episodes on the show was talking about building a small esports organization, and the one big thing I said talking about it was funding.
Yeah. I don't. We're
So
basically relying on. Well, we've got one of the managers. I've got a couple of managers. I've got one that's more like people and content based, and another that knows more the pro side and about getting sponsors and getting things organised. Like he's the one who's like, yeah, we should get like t-shirts and stuff on them with the Haze logos and shit like that for like the pro players, and we can promote them that way. And I think it's really good. And he, I think funding wise, he's going to be looking at like sponsorships and stuff. I don't think, because we are quite new and it is. I think we had a lot of clout originally from Trav who made it. But we've got to build the clout up to people who are going to stay. They're not just using you for like, I don't know, whatever. So once we've got more recognition, so give it 6 months, I think then we can start really putting in money into the team and stuff. But it's got to fight. It's finding sponsorships. As simple as that. To put into the team. Yeah.
I have been kind of planning one to start organization, but again, it's decided I haven't thought about funding, and I don't really have a logo. But also, since this game's continuing, you might as well ask a couple more questions. I haven't done this yet. I'm just gonna ask some random things. This is we're gonna do either or questions. City or rural? Like, where would you want to live? Oh, sorry, city or beach life?
City. I like being close to everything. I don't like having to travel to get to a shop. I know.
Beach.
Nah. I can't do it.
Was like a popular beach city.
Yes, it's different. Whereas I live literally by a beach, about 10 minutes from the sea, but it's too, no. I like to be able to get things ordered to my house, thank you. Basically. Yeah, so definitely city.
Oh, just curious.
For me.
What? I don't know what food you guys got down there. Nando's or McDonald's? I don't know how
Ooh,
wait, sorry,
Nando's is chicken. I do love good chicken.
Actually, what is a popular? I know. I just go. So, what is Nando's based off? I'm just curious.
A chicken.
Nando's or KFC? Let's do that comparison. A lot more easier.
Oh, love good KFC, to be honest. But KFC's like an eat out. Nando's is an eat in, so dunno. Yeah, I don't know. There's two completely different things. To be fair.
Oh, for God. Do you watch sports? I'm just like wasting time until we finish this game.
Yeah.
But you watch sports?
No. I watch diving, that's it. Diving is beautiful.
I'm guessing. Just here. Oh, I'm trying to come up with. If you were gonna be famous on a social media platform, which one would you want it to be on?
What? Is Twitch included?
Twitch or Instagram?
Twitch.
No.
I've either been known for entertaining abilities than my looks.
Also, if you were gonna move anywhere in the world that is not your home country, where would you go? If you're gonna move to a different country.
Australia? No, it's too hot in Australia. I don't know, someone that speaks English.
They do speak English down there.
Yeah, I know, but then I realise it's too hot.
Oh, yeah.
Probably somewhere in America, to be fair.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. That's... Where specifically?
But, yeah.
I just there's a lot of nice places here. I
Yeah.
I prefer not to go anywhere. I prefer not to go to Walmart there, but that's what I say about that.
Fucking love Walmart, mate.
Well, not here.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the end of the show. Again, we just end the show with just random questions because we just wanted to finish the game. Thank you for joining, Chloe. My name is
Alright.
Alex. As I should. So do you want to give any shout outs before we end it off?
Follow me on Twitch, bitches. That's basically it. Nah, not really.
Add what?
Oh, Chloe Scene
Because they
17.
need it.
Just the name it's in the Fortnite lobby, which I'm assuming you're hopefully seeing.
Yeah.
I'm fucking cracked. Fortnite is life. And I wear princess skin 50% of the time, so I'm a girl, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
I'm guess yeah because I know you might not be fully awake now, but thanks for
Oh, it's
actually
literally, it's quarter
coming up with
past
some
4
great
in the morning.
opinions at 4:14
alright.
a.m. in the morning.
It's alright.
So that's gonna be on the show. I'll upload this to YouTube.
Mm.
Thanks to whoever joined the stream. This is kind of the most viewers I ever had on the show. I'm usually whenever I stream this, I usually never get viewers. Thanks for the host, Chloe.
Oh, it's alright.
You know,
You
this
get-
is where hopefully kind of this episode gets a big so that's gonna be it. I'm
Well,
gonna go to sleep
thank you.
too. Bye.
I definitely need to sleep.
And thank you for being on the show.
It's alright.